How to feel confident with your special talents. We're all born with talents that set us apart from the crowd, special traits that make us who we are and shape our life stories. Whether your talent is singing, swimming, coming up with creative business ideas, or being an excellent listener, you've got to cultivate and celebrate what makes you unique. Realizing your talents and having the confidence to share them will help you reach your full potential and feel more satisfied in life. If you want to learn how to feel confident about what makes you special, see Step 1. Part 1: Recognizing your talents. 1. See that anything can be a talent. Some people immediately know what their talents are, but in other cases it can be hard to identify something as a talent. But any type of activity you can execute with skill and ease, any activity that feels natural to you, can be a talent. As George Lucas once said, everybody has talent, it's just a matter of moving around until you've discovered what it is. So what are your special talents? Maybe you have some physical talents. You could be a talented backpacker cyclist, jump, roper, or even an acrobat. Maybe you're a talented yo-yoer, you rock at surfing, or you always win your city's pie eating competition. Perhaps your talents are artistic or intellectual, like if you excel at writing poetry, making YouTube videos, giving speeches, winning math competitions, or solving crossword puzzles. Or maybe you're talented when it comes to interacting with other people. Are you a social media maven, with 1,500 Facebook friends and 50 likes on every post? Perhaps you're the person everyone in your friend group turns to for advice when they're feeling sad, or you're gifted at cracking hilarious jokes until your family is rolling with laughter. 2. Find talents you've been hiding. You probably have some special talents that have been latent since you were a kid, or talents you never exercise because you don't really see them as worthwhile. Maybe you even find them a little embarrassing. But if you're good at something, try to make it a part of your life. Ignoring a special talent will make you feel like something is missing. A good way to figure out what talents you might not be fully recognizing is to think about what you loved doing when you were little. Kids tend to spend their time doing what feels natural and good. What made you the happiest back then? What could you spend hours on end doing without growing bored? By that same token, how do you spend your free time now? What activities feel good to do for hours at a time? Chances are, the activities that feel best intersect with your special talents. Cooking, fixing your car, winning video games, or even sitting still and meditating can all be special talents. 3. Don't judge what makes you special. There is something valuable and special about every talent, not just the in-your-face impressive talents like opera singing or professional snowboarding. Embrace the talents you were born with and decide you're going to make the most of them, instead of wishing you had a talent you don't. There's a place for every talent, a role for everyone to play. Once you see this, you'll start gaining confidence. Realize that just as you don't have everyone else's talents, they don't have yours either. Maybe your friend is a wonderful painter, but she doesn't have your gift for telling captivating stories. Or perhaps your big brother is captain of his soccer team with a perfect GPA, but he doesn't have your sensitivity toward others' feelings, or your killer fashion sense. 4. Save yourself from getting stifled by others. Sometimes our natural talents get obscured when we live by others' expectations of what we should be good at. If you've been living, working, or going to school in an environment in which your talents aren't acknowledged, you might be confused as to what they even are at this point. Remember that your talents are what make you you, and they can't be dictated by anyone else. They're part of your natural makeup. Don't be embarrassed about your talent. Even if it's weird in your group of friends, you're guaranteed to find another group who thinks it's amazing and special. Explore outside your usual realm if no one around you seems to appreciate your talents. Look for online forums for people with similar interests. Maybe you've been taught that your talent is silly, or worse, that it's something to be ashamed of. Our parents, friends, and society at large can put pressure on us to be something we're not. Don't let yourself be limited by other people's expectations. 5. Embrace your talents. Be grateful for them. It's easy to repress talents or waste time wishing you had talents you don't, and a lot of people get stuck in a rut doing just that. That's why once you've identified and embraced your special talents, many people would consider you to be very lucky. Just reading this article is a first step toward owning your talents, and now you're on your way to feel just how rich life can be when you're exercising your special talents. Now that you're ready to make your talents a bigger part of your life, it's time to develop them so you can build up your confidence. Part 2: Cultivating your talents. 1. Practice your talents. The power to be great at something is inside you, but that doesn't mean you'll excel without practice. The most talented musicians in the world spend hours practicing every single day, exploring the depths of their abilities. It's the same for any type of talent. You have the natural ability to exercise it, but you'll have no idea how powerful your talent can be unless you practice, practice, practice. As you start feeling out your talent, confidence in your abilities will soon follow. Put your talent to use as often as possible. Don't give it time to get rusty. For example, if you're a talented comedian, go to open mic nights several times a week to get practice. On the days when you don't perform, hone your jokes, or practice on your friends and family. Give yourself free rein to spend time on your talents. You might have to reorganize your schedule to make more room to spend on the activities that drive you. Start making your talents a bigger priority in your life. 2. Learn everything you can about them. Do some research to find out more about how you can explore your talents. Whether the talent you want to learn about is something lots of others share or it's extremely unique, there are bound to be books, articles, and interviews you can read on the subject. Here are a few ways you can dive deeper into the world of people who share your talents to learn more about what you might be capable of doing. Read books and blogs, watch films, and listen to podcasts on the subject. Participate in online forums and join clubs related to your talents. Go to conferences or take classes in the area of your talents. 3. Find a mentor to teach you more. Finding a good mentor or role model to help you develop your talent is invaluable. Seek out people who have been practicing the same talent and can share their wisdom with you and help you grow. For example, if you're a talented but inexperienced salesperson, pay attention to people who have been at the company longer than you and have a lot to teach you about the business. The relationship between a mentor and his or her protege is rewarding for both people. The protege gets the benefit of the mentor's experience and guidance, while the mentor feels the satisfaction of sharing hard-earned knowledge and getting a fresh perspective from someone new to the field. Finding a great mentor isn't always easy, but you can always find a role model. If you don't know anyone firsthand who might want to take you under his or her wing, you can still look up to someone you know through books or online lectures. Don't be afraid to send the person an email or get in touch via Twitter. 4. Bounce back from failures. Just because you're talented at something doesn't mean you're going to execute it perfectly every time. Don't give up when you fail, which you almost certainly will from time to time. If you hit a wall when you make a mistake, you'll never get to realize your full potential. Try to learn from what happened when you fail, so you won't make the same mistake twice. As the indisputably talented Thomas Edison said of his most famous invention, "I didn't fail 1,000 times." The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. Don't be afraid to ask for advice and help as you develop your talents. 5. Don't worry about what other people think. The journey of discovering and nurturing your talents might be intimidating or confusing to other people. Maybe you used to hang out with your friends every Friday and Saturday night, but now you're reserving more time to work on your writing. Maybe your parents aren't happy because you dropped extracurriculars you aren't interested in anymore, so you can focus exclusively on the talents you want to develop. Your decisions won't always make perfect sense to other people, but as you gain confidence and pride, they'll come to see that your talents are part of your identity, and they aren't going away. Part 3: Feeling proud of your talents. 1. Share your talents with others. One of the best things about special talents is that you can use them to bring joy to other people. Think of ways you can share your talents to make the world a better place. Share your talents with friends, family, and people you've never even met to get the very most out of the special gifts you were born with. Think of the joy you feel when other people share their talents. Your favorite songs, movies, meals, and jokes would never have come into your life if their creators hadn't felt the urge to share their talents with the world. Even if your talent isn't shareable in an obvious way, there is probably still a way you can use it to affect other people. For example, if you're talented at meditating, you could lead a meditation group, or simply tell people how they can experience the benefits of meditation. 2. Teach others more about your talents. After you've practiced your talent and gained confidence and experience, you might want to teach what you've learned to other people. People with raw, untrained talent could use your expertise. Consider tutoring, leading a class, or starting a club. You could also write a book, start a blog, or start an online forum. 3. Consider making one of your talents your profession. If you have a talent about which you are so passionate that you want to do it all day long, every day, you may want to look into finding a way to get paid for it. The sweet spot where talent, desire, and money intersect is a recipe for most people's dream job. If you think your talent is something people would pay you to do, you might want to give it a shot. Some people dislike turning their talent, an activity they do for pleasure, into work they do for pay. Making a career out of singing or acting, for example, takes an amazing amount of effort, and the road is not usually easy. If you'd rather have a separate job and pursue your talent as a pleasurable activity you do in your free time, there's no shame in that. However, you'll be happiest at your job if it allows you to exercise one of your talents. If you're a creative person, try to find a way to exercise creativity at work, even if you leave your painting for the weekends. If you're a wonderful listener and problem solver, there's a way to use those talents at work, even if you don't want to become a therapist. 4. Be open to exploring new talents. There's no need to limit yourself by thinking that your talents are finite. In fact, as you gain life experience and confidence, you'll discover more and more hidden talents throughout life. Whenever you try something new, there's a chance you'll find a talent you never knew was there. Learn how to recognize and cultivate your gifts as you discover them, no matter what they are. Tips. Sporting activities such as football, netball, swimming, and running all count as skills, plus they keep you fit and healthy. Try new things too. You don't know, something you thought you would be horribly bad at may actually be perfect for you. Practice at your talents, and the more you do, they will get better and better. Do what you love and love what you do. Do not let others stop you from doing what you want to do. Fancy doing something? Go for it.